In this video, I want to talk about radical equations. Radical equations. So whenever you have a radical equation, you're going to have a radical sign, which is going to look like this. It's going to have an index in the top left-hand corner on the outside of the symbol, and this is going to be a number. The index could be 2. In that case, it would be a square root. Usually when we write square roots, we don't use the 2. We just write out the radical symbol. If our index is 3, we're going to have a cube root. So those are the radical equations we're going to be looking at today. And when we solve radical equations, what we want to try and do is get x by itself on one side. So let's try this one. I have the square root of x plus 3 is equal to 7. So for this one, I want to try and get x by itself on the left side, which means I need to get rid of everything on the left side that is not the x. So to get rid of a positive 3, I would have to subtract 3 on both sides. When I do that, the 3's are going to cancel out, and I can bring down my square root of x. On the other side, I have 7 minus 3, which is going to give me 4. So now I've almost got x by itself, but there's one thing I need to get rid of. It's this radical sign right here. And in order to get rid of it, I need to raise both sides to the power of the index. Again, since this is a square root, our index is going to be 2. So to get rid of a square root, we need to raise both sides to the power of 2. So I'm going to square both sides. When I do that, the radical symbol is going to disappear, and I can just bring down what's inside the radical symbol. In this case, it would be an x. And on the other side, I have 4 squared, which is 4 times 4. That's going to give me 16. So 16 is going to be my answer. To check the answer, I always start off with the original equation that I was given. And that was square root of x plus 3 is equal to 7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the answer that we got and plug it in for x. So I get the square root of 16 plus 3 is equal to 7. So I'm only changing my x value. I know that the square root of 16 is 4. So I can bring down a 4, and I still have the plus 3 and the equals to 7. And now the last thing I need to do is add 4 and 3 to get 7. So I get 7 equals 7. And that's a true statement. So whenever you get a true statement, you know that the answer that you chose is going to work. So I'm going to take that answer and I'm going to put it inside of a solution set. And I only put in the answers that are going to work when I check them.